What's up everybody, it's August 10th, 2016. It's time for today's episode of Level Up, our daily video game news show where we bring you all the latest and greatest stories from within the video game industry. And there's only one place to kick off today. It is No Man's Sky Day. The long awaited release is finally here for us Europeans. Americans have got a day head start on us, but going to be playing this game now for quite a lot over the next couple of months. We will be sure to be bringing you a let's play of the game very, very shortly. But if any of you are still kind of wondering, what exactly is No Man's Sky? Well, Sean Murray has given some insight into it. He did release a blog post earlier this week in the lead up to the game, and he said this is a question that he gets quite a lot. What exactly do you do in No Man's Sky? And basically, he's kind of when he sat down and started making this game 5 years ago, he had a clear picture in his mind, and what he wanted to do is he wanted you to be able to wander around an alien planet and actually feel like you had discovered this planet. It was all about exploration and space, and that is exactly what the game is. It's not any big multiplayer epic if people were kind of expecting that. So you basically explore a universe of these procedurally generated worlds. You trade with NPCs, you have combat against robots and mechs and other battles as well. It's all about survival and crafting in a universal, huge 18 quintillion planet universe, and beautiful soundtrack as well. And the idea about it is that for that one small moment, you feel like you're in a sci-fi story. And so that's the kind of thing that this game is. If you're expecting it to be this big, huge multiplayer experience, you're not going in with the right thing. One thing they have added though is that they will be trying to continue to support this game over time and keep bringing updates to it. And one thing that they have said that is really, really big they want to do is freight and base building. So you'll be able to build your own ship and kind of build your own bases and hubs and stuff. Now that's not there just yet, but that is definitely in Sean Murray's plans for the future. So it looks like it's going to be one of these games that is continue to be supported over time, which I love. It gives an excuse for the gamer to keep on playing, and really excited to dive in. I'm sure plenty of you already have, and we can all start sharing our No Man's Sky experiences down below. Moving on to the rest of the news for today, and Dead Rising. We knew that Dead Rising 4 is coming later on this year to Xbox One, but in the lead up to that they did announce that there was going to be remasters or re-releases of the original Dead Rising games, and it's now been officially confirmed. Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2 will be coming to the PS4 and the Xbox One on September 13th. Now you're going to be able to pick up what they're calling a triple pack, which will feature Dead Rising 2, and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. You'll be able to pick those up. That will be a full price SKU, so £50 for all three of these games. So pretty good value, or you could pick each game up for 16 quid if you wanted to. So not really a huge amount of saving if you buy the bundle. But if you want to play all of these games, especially if you're on PlayStation and haven't had a chance to play these games before, really good opportunity to get into them before the big release of Dead Rising 4 comes later on this year. Talking of a launch title, a launch date, we finally have a date, us Europeans, for Persona 5. For a long time now, we knew that it was coming in September in Japan, but then in America it was going into early 2017 on Valentine's Day, to be exact, February 14th, 2017, and it's now been confirmed that us Europeans will be getting it at the exact same time, February 14th, 2017. So a Western-wide release for the game will be published by Deep Silver, so physical copies of the game will be available. It will be a full price game, £50 on the PlayStation 4, but a little bit cheaper, the £40 on PlayStation 3 for those of you who are still using that console. So really looking forward to picking up this game at some point. There will be premium versions, steelbook versions of the game as well, which will come with the likes of a steelbook case, a soundtrack, a plush, hardcover art book, kind of the standard stuff you see in a limited edition. You'll see that all there. A lot of people looking forward to this game. So now it's good to know we actually have a date, and it's not too far away. February is actually a pretty good time to release it. Probably better than September almost. We have some more DLC for Just Cause 3. This game's been out a long time now. Came out the back end of last year. Really fun game, really crazy over-the-top action, and in its latest and final piece of DLC, the same theme continues. You'll be seeing a video right here of all the crazy over-the-top stunts, and that will be available on August 11th, so tomorrow in fact, for people who already own the expansion pass, the season pass of the Air, Land and Sea. You'll also be able to pick it up as a standalone for £5 if you don't already own the season pass, but the expansion was available for £20 at the time. So in this particular pack of DLC, you will be able to liberate the Medici coastal waters of Scolio, and this will be, you'll be using, of course, you're not just going to do it in a plain, boring way. No, you'll be able to use the deadly rocket boat and infiltrate the Stingray base to steal a lightning gun. So, rocket boats, lightning guns, very Just Cause 3. Really excited to maybe play a little bit more of this game. I feel like I didn't give it enough attention, but it is a really fun game. If you're looking for just a mindless, over-the-top, crazy sandbox adventure, then this is definitely a game you should check out. I'm sure you can pick it up pretty cheaply right now, and a perfect summer game for you to enjoy. And the final news item of today is unfortunately a delay for fans who were looking forward to the standalone Gwent card game. So now this isn't a delay to the final game because we don't have a release date for that yet, but this is actually a delay to the beta that they had previously announced. So yeah, this is kind of weird. We get game releases all the time, but I can't remember the last time I heard about a beta being delayed. What's next? Are we going to hear about announcements being delayed? Who knows? But the original release of this beta was going to be September. Next month it's now been pushed back until October 25th. They've said unfortunately this is something that they felt they had to do in order to give the game that extra little bit of time before they handed it off into the players' hands for testing, saying that they've only got one chance to make a first impression and they want it to be as good as it can be. So that's fair enough. I'm always in favour for games being delayed. For it to be delayed for a beta is kind of a little bit weird, but there we go. If you were looking forward to getting into some Gwent action, another month awaits for you, unfortunately, unless you want to just dive into The Witcher 3 and play it that way. And that's it for today's news. So let me know down below. Like I said, No Man's Sky. We'll have plenty more coverage on it coming up. Let's Plays on the Game of the Week show and on party chats for us all to discuss and get involved in. But let me know your early adventures so far. Are you excited for the Dead Rising pack coming later on this year? Are you excited to play more Just Cause 3? And are you excited for Persona 5? Let me know all your thoughts down below. But for now, make sure you come back tomorrow for a brand new Level Up episode. But for now, thanks for watching everyone. I will see you all next time.